Praise be to Jesus. Hi again, everyone. So let's continue here. So we're going to start 2014 now. January 2014. It doesn't give a date here. This is the first one. Pope sends iPhone message to, quote, the godfather of the prosperity gospel, unquote, televangelist Kenneth Copeland via Tony Palmer. And it just says video, so I don't know how to track that down. You probably could, but whatever. All right, so January 20th. Pope Francis says, quote, sharing our experience is carrying that cross to expel the illness within our hearts, which embitters our life. It is important that you do this in your meetings. Those that are Christian with the Bible and those that are Muslim with the Quran, the faith that your parents instilled in you will always help you move on. Well, here's, this is obviously trying to put the two religions together with his one world religion. So all of these are out of context, so, it's sometimes you don't quite understand, but I think this one here is pretty obvious. All right, January 26th. Pope's peace doves attacked by crow and seagull. Oh, I remember that, yeah. January 28th. Pope Francis is on the cover of Rolling Stone. Well, now he hasn't even been in office for a year yet, and he's already made 4 covers. Let's see. Time Magazine, Gentleman's Quarterly for the best dressed person in the world, Rolling Stone, which I just said, and LGBTQ Magazine. So there's 4 of them. Boy, what a guy, huh? All right, February 12th. Pope Francis says, quote, if you don't feel the need for God's mercy, don't even bother going to Mass, unquote. Ugh. All right, continuing. February 14th, Pope Francis says, quote, we all know that the perfect family does not exist, nor a perfect husband or wife. This is from Vatican.va. February 20th, Pope Francis opens Vatican meeting with urge for flexibility in family reforms. The Huffington Post. February 25th, in a letter sent to Italian journalist Andrea Tornelli, Pope Benedict XVI answered the question about why he continues to wear white by reportedly writing, quote, at the moment of my resignation, there are no other clothes available. Okay, that's from La Stampa. There's some odd stuff here, that's for sure. February 28th, Pope Francis says, quote, when love fails, and it fails many times, we have to feel the pain of that failure. Accompany the people who have felt the failure of their love, unquote. That's from Vatican.va. Well, I don't see anything wrong with that. I don't know who's responsible for putting these up here, but we'll just go through them, Anyway, February 28th, Tony Palmer, under Pope Francis's name, releases video following up on the iPhone video message he recorded of Pope Francis to Kenneth Copeland. In the video, he says, quote, real communion is not the bread, but the brother. Unquote. That's from the art community. Well, it's too bad. March 3rd, Pope Francis actually says, quote, the F word. unquote. It's from the Huffington Post. Oh, I don't remember that one at all. I wonder what was going on at that point in time. And you could actually look it up if you went to the archives of the Huffington Post and looked up March 3rd, 2014. I'm not that interested, but, you know. March the 5th, Pope Francis goes to confession in public and breaks protocol. I don't know what that's about. All right, March 5th again. Pope Francis gets his own fan magazine, Il Mio Papa, or what that means is My Pope. He gets his own fan magazine, huh? I didn't know that either. It's still on March 5th. Pope Francis, Church should support civil unions. Pope Francis suggested in a newspaper interview that it could support some type of civil union, saying, quote, "We have to look at different cases and evaluate them in their variety." Well, that's from CNN. Well, I mean, we know, 5 years later that, that isn't shocking, But, it's the first time, 2014. All right, March the 6th. I got to check the time here. All right, we got some time here. March the 6th. Pope confesses he stole priest's cross from casket. What? He stole a priest's cross from this casket? Pope Francis stole another priest's rosary cross right from his casket. The pontiff said the cross belonged to a clergyman known as, quote, the Great Confessor, unquote, of Buenos Aires. When the man died, Francis was arranging roses around his casket when he saw the rosary in his hand. Quote, "And immediately there came to mind the theft we all have inside ourselves. And while I arranged the flowers, I took the cross and with just a bit of force removed it. Yikes," unquote. He told a group of priests. This is from NBC News. He stole, and then he goes and he admits it. Well, I hope he admitted it in confession. I don't know when the Pope goes to confession. All right, March the 10th. That's something else. Stealing the rosary beads out of a dead man's hand. That's something else. As relayed by Cardinal Dolan, Pope Francis says the Catholic Church should not dismiss gay marriage, but should study it. That's from the Telegraph. April 3rd, 2014, Pope Francis says, quote, "Scold the Lord a little. Hey, you promised me this and you haven't done it. Prayer must be a negotiation with God. Prayer must be a negotiation with God. Scold the Lord a little." Oh, I like this one a lot. I mean, it's terrible. I mean, I'm sure Jesus doesn't like it at all, and I'm making fun of it here, but this is really something. Hey, you promised me this, and you haven't done it. Prayer must be a negotiation with God. Yeah, absolutely amazing. April the 6th, Pope Francis said, quote, where do you think God is found? In church? No, he's found in your weaknesses. Well, he's found there also, but, it makes it sound like it's the only place you can find God. All right, let me check the time here. All right, I think I'm going to stop here. So we're up to April 24th is the next one. Here, like I said, I keep on running over 10 minutes, and I'm just getting to 10 minutes right now. Okay, so we'll talk to you again tomorrow. Bye.